Believe it or not, it was the Social Security Administration that propelled Alan Jeffries to his 30-year Hall of Fame career as one of Indiana's premier radio news broadcasters. In the 1940s, he was working for a state Social Security board when his superiors asked him to host a radio show dealing with Social Security matters for a Lafayette radio station. Someone at Fort Wayne's WOWO heard his rich, resonant voice intoning on all things Social Security and offered him a job as the station's early morning newscaster. At long last, Alan Jeffries was able to put to good use the journalism and English degrees he earned as a 1931 honor graduate of DePauw University. Born in 1910 on a farm in Putnam County, educated in a one-room country grade school and later Rochdale High School, Alan ultimately graduated from DePauw in the teeth of the Depression, a situation blissfully tempered by the wooing of and marriage to Marjorie Ricketts of Greencastle in 1933, a 47-year union that produced 4 children, daughter Ann, followed by sons James, Alan Jr., and Michael. The couple moved to Nashville in Brown County, where Alan found work as a foreman with the Civil Conservation Corps, supervising several lake development projects, often with an African-American workforce that Alan said broadened his social outlook in working with those whose skin color had consistently put them in the front of the Depression's unemployment lines. After World War II, Alan's newscasting career blossomed with brief stints at WBAT in Marion and WKMO in Kokomo, then on to Indianapolis in 1947 as a newscaster and commentator for WIRE, then owned by the publisher of the Indianapolis Star, with his popular early evening newscast delivered straight from the newspaper's city room. In the mid-1950s, he took his talents and popularity to WISH radio, later WIFE, with listeners embracing his authoritative newscasts and incisive commentaries, drawn to that distinctive voice and delivery that would have made him at home on the BBC. Recordings of those newscasts are rarer than rare, but a special on-air tribute he recorded in 1967, honoring renowned WIRE radio personality Wally Nerling, gives an insight into Alan Jeffries' appeal.
Someone gave me the front page of a newspaper for a certain July 16th, the one on which I was born. You arrived in this world about the same time. And you know, Wally, that was the most peaceful time, if that paper's to be trusted. Absolutely nothing seemed to be happening, except some cabinet member was in Tokyo predicting the United States would never go to war with Japan. It seems to me that we've had very little peace since then, but I don't think that either of us has been at fault in that.
In the late 1950s, Alan pursued radio news director opportunities at stations in St. Joseph, Michigan and Columbus, Ohio, returning to Indianapolis in 1961, hired by Channel 6 news director Bob Gamble, primarily to write editorials for the early evening newscasts, and earning several national awards for the station for his scrupulously researched, well-reasoned, and enlightened insights into the complex, hot-button issues of the day, his writing notable for its clarity and precision. His newsroom colleagues routinely tapped his celebrated encyclopedic memory on people, events, and issues, past and present, and all things grammatical, which he dispensed with great wit, charm, and a generosity of spirit that truly endeared him to all he worked with. Alan retired from Channel 6 in 1974 as he and Marjorie moved to Georgia, and a productive period of widespread travel before Alan's death in December of 1980. In 1971, Alan Jeffries was inducted into the Indiana Journalism Hall of Fame for award-winning journalism, practice, and broadcasting. 4 decades later, we welcome Alan Jeffries into the Indiana Broadcast Hall of Fame for the award-winning journalism he practiced in broadcasting. I'm sure Alan Jeffries, being a broadcaster, was confident we'd get around to it sooner or later.